Welcome back, everyone. The vinyl decals or vinyl stripes or vinyl designs you may have on your car, truck, or motorcycle, well, they get oxidized, they get etched, they get stained, they get dull, just as your clear coat does. Before you make the decision to go ahead and replace them and yank them off, I'm going to show you there is a way to restore them, bring them back a little bit, and in some cases, restore them fully. Let's take a look. What I'm working on here is a Mini with two vinyl decals or two vinyl stripes coming down the hood. As you can see here, they're dull, they're oxidized, they're stained, they're etched, and we're going to restore them. The first thing we want to do is mask the edges. Whether I'm working on vinyl decals or clear bra or clear film, we want to take care of those edges. So we're going to use the XFE80. We're going to use some Griot's Garage 3-inch finishing polishing pads, foam, and we'll use the QPion 6.2. It's an ultra-fine finishing polish. You always want to start out and pick a test spot. Use the least aggressive method or option necessary to fix or restore these vinyl decals. So I'll put on the fine finishing compound or polish, and we're just going to do a couple passes. As you can see, I have my right arm cradled underneath the tool to lift pressure. We don't want pressure. We don't want any heat. Heat is a vinyl decal's worst enemy. So when you're doing your pass, your arm speed, it can be slow and deliberate, but it can't stay in one spot for any period of time. Keep the tool moving. You'll be absolutely fine. We're going to remove the residue. We'll come in and take a look and see if that method is working. Have a light source nearby. Get in line with that on an angle like this and check your work. And we can see here it's making a difference. So we're going to get back at it using this non-aggressive pad and polish. As I make my second pass, I'm going to put both hands underneath the tool and cradle it and lift even more pressure. So it's just gently massaging that correction cream into the vinyl and bringing life back, color back, and richness back to the stripe. The surface temperature isn't soaring out of control. We're not doing any aggressive cutting. We're just doing basically a cleaning. That little test area was a success, so we're going to go ahead and finish restoring the rest of the stripe. And we're going to do it the exact same way. We're going to do two short passes. We're going to lift pressure from the tool off the surface of the car. And we're going to do nice, deliberate, slow arm movements, but keep the tool moving so it doesn't hover in one spot for an extended period of time. And to clarify what kind of light pressure we have going on here, the pad is just barely touching the surface. Again, it's just massaging and cleaning that vinyl stripe. So the one on the driver's side is in the exact same shape as the other one was, oxidized, dull, stained, etched, and we're going to bring that back to its original state just like this one is now. And before we wrap up, a quick tip: if you do have vinyl or clear film taped off for polishing or whatever purpose, when you're lifting it up, lift it away from the edge, not straight up or towards it. You're going to pull the edge up, get dirt underneath there, and it will fail. The restoration is complete. We could take a look at both sides. This whole vehicle is getting a couple layers of ceramic coating, but I do advise some kind of protection, whether it be a wax or a good sealant. As you can see there, we brought them back to life a little bit. In some cases, you can restore them fully. They're not cheap. Sometimes they're not easy to find. So there's some tips on how to hold off replacing them. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Brian from Apex Detail. Catch you in the next video.